We are going to do our bank reconciliation notes practice together. So you should have 3 items to look at. This is our checkbook register that we're going to use, and we're going to do our balances here on the side in a minute. Then you would also need the bank statement page, as well as the bank reconciliation form. So those are the 3 items that you're going to need. We're going to start with the register. Everything has been filled in for you here, except the balances on the side. And I did that just for extra practice. So on this first one, we're gonna minus $18.50, and here is our total. That's gonna give us a new total of $550.23. Again, like I said, this is just practice. So minus $76 is gonna give us $474.23. Minus 101 is going to give us $373.23. Minus 1625 is going to give us $356.98. This one is on the right side, which is our deposit column. Remember, this is plus minus, so we're going to add 285, and that's going to give us $641.98. Then we're going to minus 46.24, totaling $595.74. We're going to minus 1180, and I'm just getting these all from here, giving us a total of $583.94. We're going to add a deposit of $50, so plus 50, totaling $633.94, subtracting 25 and giving us $608.94. So this is our completed register that we would have with us. So then each month the bank is either going to email you, okay, or mail you a bank statement, okay? And so this is kind of what a bank statement might look like, and so we're going to be taking a look at this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to compare these. I'm actually going to do it this way, side by side, to see what has cleared the bank. So this check mark column, we're going to be putting check marks in here for things that are on our bank statement. So we need to make sure that the transaction is the same and the amount. So for instance, 165 for 1850 is correct. So we're going to mark that off. One thing I want to point out that everybody always asks, this was on 12/17, but on here it shows 12/19. The reason for that is because the register is the date that you wrote it, but the bank statement is the date that it cleared. So that's why the dates may not match. So please ignore the dates and check the amounts and the transaction. So we have this one, I just like to check off to the side. Then we have 166 for $76, so that's correct. I'm going to mark that off. We have 101, okay, as our debit card. That's correct, so we're marking that off. And we have 1625 as check 167. That is correct. So those were our checking summaries. Down here we had one deposit of $285. So we're going to mark that off of our register, $285. Then we have an ATM withdrawal of $25, which is here at the bottom. Okay, so we have that, And the final thing, sorry, you can't see that, I didn't realize, is this interest for $285. Now, the interest is not in our check register yet. So anytime that you're looking at your bank statement and something is not in your check register, it means you forgot to write it down. So you need to add it to the bottom. So we are adding this interest to the bottom down here. So I for interest in our registry, we'll use the date that is provided on the bank statement, so 12/30. We're going to put on the top line interest earned, and then remember the second line is always month of and whichever month we're in. So we're in December here, month of December. Interest is money that's positive, so it's going on the right side in the amount of $2.58. So we're going to add $2.58, and that gives us a total of $611.52. Now we can mark that off, and we also mark it off in our register. Okay, so we have everything in our register, everything on the bank statement has been marked off, and now we're ready for the third sheet. Okay, so you're kind of looking at all three sheets now. This is your bank rec example that we're going to be using. It starts with bank statement balance. So what we need to do is we need to look at our bank statement, and you are looking for the ending balance. This is a big key that a lot of people miss. This is the ending balance. So that amount right there, the $619.56, is going to go right here. This is ending if you want to make a note. Okay, ending balance from the bank statement. Do not take that from your register. Bank statement. Then we are looking at our checkbook register to see any deposits that did not clear. So we're looking for items that are deposits that do not have a check mark. And we do have one deposit here that does not have a check mark. So that will be added onto this box here. So let me kind of put this where we can maybe see both sides a little bit. So the date of this deposit was 12/26. The amount is $50. And again, we're using this one because there is no check mark here, okay? That's the only deposit. The other two are withdrawals. So then the total will drop down to 50 here, as well as 50 here. And then this little symbol right there, if you look at it, that's a plus sign. So you're gonna take the amount from number 1 plus the amount from number 3, and that's gonna give you $669.56. Then we're gonna move down to the bottom. These are checks written or withdrawals that have not cleared the bank. We have 2 that do not have check marks on our register here. The first one is a debit card purchase. So I'm going to put DC on 12/23 for $46.24. Okay, so that was this amount here. The other one is an electronic payment on 12/26 in the amount of $11.80. So I have those 2 check marks here. I have the other check mark up here. So that's everything that has not cleared the bank that was on our register. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have to add those up to give us a total, which is $58.04. And that's amount that goes over here for number 6. So $58.04. And there's your symbol for what you're going to do. It's a subtraction. So we're taking our subtotal from number 4, $669.56, minus $58.04, and that gives you $611.52. We do not have any service charges, guys. Those would appear on your bank statement, and there was nothing on here that said anything about a service charge, so that is 0, which means we drop our total down, $611.52, and to make sure that we are correct, if you look right here, this amount has to be equal to this amount, and that's how you know that you have balanced, you and the bank are on the same page.